Welcome to the Magic Minute live stream. It's Friday, the 29th, 2021. It's 9 p.m. I still have to change the starting soon to say 9 p.m., not 10 p.m., because we're doing them at 9 p.m. now. We're going to be doing some work on the workshop on the pass and a couple variations of it. So I'm going to be going through them, and if you have questions, this is where you ask them. Please, as many questions as you have. I'm sure there's other people who watch this later who will have the same questions that you have, so feel comfortable asking those questions. And if you want to, join the Discord, and we can hopefully, if through the magic of the internet webs, if I understand how to do this correctly, I will be able to put your video, if you're 18 or over, okay, and you consent to me recording you and putting your video on stream, because that's what's going to happen. So you have to be, of a legal age to do that, 18, and then we can put you on here and we can kind of like work on it and do all the things. And I think that'd be really fun. I hope you guys are comfortable with it and willing to do it. It should be a lot of fun. If not, you're just going to see my bald, ugly face the whole time. Anyway, let's roll that intro. Okay. So, yes, we are on Discord. I've got the Discord open too, so hopefully we can, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear them or not. I think you should be able to, but if not, we'll fix that. Thank you for sharing the link for that. We got Don's here, Zombies here. It has been a hot minute. Not a magic minute, a hot minute. Good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. Don, hello, hello. Hello, Schweetums. And thank you. He's in my ear. I don't know if you guys can hear him. But he's helped me out. So thank you, as always. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the things we got. I want to make sure I get all my stuff started up. There's some hidden stuff out of the way, out of the frame of the camera, that's going to help me go into this. But I thought I would go into a little bit more depth on the past than I have in past videos. It's been a minute since that's been a thing, and I'm going to show you the pass. And if you don't know what the pass is a way to get it uncuts a deck of cards. So if you had cut a deck of cards, it reverses the entire order so that it uncuts the deck. Used by card cheats forever. It's very much in the public domain. You can find it in magic books tracing back at the 1800s, if not earlier. Pretty much since cards have existed, so is the pass. It's a very cool move, and Michael Lamar doesn't like it, but we'll talk about that. But anyway, it's also used a lot to control cards, right? So if you have like a card that's replaced in the middle, you can then pass the cards and bring the card back to the top or the bottom. So we're going to talk about a couple of those passes. If you might see something new that you haven't seen before. If you have questions, please ask them. That's what we want to do. This is a community effort. Okay, let's pop over to this camera here. Hello. Look at this. Oh, I got some stuff on the way. Let me clean this up a little bit. And yes, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And let's see if I want to move my microphone over so you guys can hear me and I don't sound like I'm a million miles away or in another room or something. Anyway, the pass. The pass is basically this. Let's say you have a card that's selected, chosen, put back in the deck, and then anytime you want to, you can bring it back to the top. Super handy for card controls. And yes, this is the only Two of Hearts in the whole deck. And this deck comes to us from a Mr. Jordan Palmer. Jordan, I don't know if you're watching, but thank you for these. I've been having a lot of fun playing with them. I will be doing probably a full review on these pretty soon if you guys want to catch that in a future video. The pass. The pass. Very useful. So, what you saw me do there was a riffle pass-ish. Kind of a riffle pass. I can do it face up. This might help illustrate what we're doing a little bit. So, if you do it without screwing up, Alan, that would be good. But the idea here is that you are replacing a card into the deck, and then whenever you want, you just bring it to the top. That's not a slow frame rate on that camera. This is a nice frame rate. This is just, it's a very fast move. Very fast. I've been doing it for 20 years, so I've got the muscle memory down, that's for sure. So let's talk a little bit about the different types of passes. The main two types that I think come to mind for me is that I can teach anyway, because there are ones I don't think I'm at liberty to teach. But there is the classic pass and there is the riffle pass. There's also the turnover pass, which I'll show you, and some variations on that. So basically, the riffle pass and the classic pass are variations on the same technique or motion to get a card to the top of the deck. Let's go over maybe to this camera. And hey, look at that now. Oh, look. Such a maze. Much wow. Let's see if I can maybe flip that. That would be better. I'm left-handed, or I'm left-handed dealer. Left-handed and also left-handed dealer. Imagine that. So let's say you got that two of hearts again. You can see it from my angle, okay? The two of hearts into the deck, and then back on top. It's not a, okay, I'm not Xavier Spade. I know that he's got god level skills, but you don't have to do it exactly like Xavier Spade to have it be a good pass. Okay, there you go. You'll find magicians. One of them, the prominent one that comes to mind, is Michael Lamar, who does not like the pass. He thinks it's an inefficient move. They have to move a whole deck of cards, or half a deck of cards, to move one card from the middle to the top. And there is some argument to be made about that for economy of motion. Okay, but it's an effective move. It is quick. You won't fool magicians with it. Magicians know you're doing a pass. It has a certain look to it. But for a lay audience, it's a perfectly fine way to do it. It will take some practice. This is not an easy move, okay? But let's go into the mechanics of it so you can kind of see what it looks like. And again, chime in if you have any questions. You're not going to derail me. I would love input and questions and all that kind of stuff. That helps me help you. So here's the idea, right? The card goes middle. Now, how am I keeping track of that card? That's an important point right there. So how am I keeping track of this card whenever it's replaced to the deck? There's a couple ways, right? So my preferred way is probably what you've seen me do, just because it's just me here. If I had somebody else. Yeah, Justin, join the VC. I can hear you, but well, yeah, you know what? I'll do. Yep. Please join the VC. Please. Come to the Discord. If you guys see the link there, it left earlier. Join the Discord. I'm in the stream room. And I can hear you guys. If you have any questions, you can just straight up ask me. You don't have to type out anything. You can also connect your video if you want to kind of, if you're having troubles with something and you want me to help workshop it with you. That's what we're doing here tonight. So, a couple ways to get a handle on the card whenever it's replaced to the deck, right? Somebody picks this and they put it back in the deck of cards. Normally what would happen is you'd probably spread the cards out and let them replace it, right? You just say, thank you very much. You'd put it back and then you would close up like this. Now, what I'm doing is I'm getting a pinky break. For those who know the pass already, like you're like, okay, sure, the pass or the pinky break, sure. But for those who've never seen it, don't know what it is, or have struggled with it, this is for you guys. So, I got a pinky break, and you notice this is actually exaggerated for the camera here, but you can actually get very little of your pinky in there. You just need a little bit to keep that space there, so you know where that card is. Okay. So, whenever you want to, you just lift it at the back, and you know that you're lifting right above that 2, right? The card, this is the 2. I'll do it this way. We close up. My pinky keeps a break there as I'm squaring. And now the pinky's right above the 2. Pretty helpful. And Justin's joining us on the video thing. Awesome. Nice to see you, Justin. Hey. I don't know. Can you guys... I want to ask, too. Can everybody hear Justin on the Discord? Can you guys hear him from the... I wonder if everybody can hear that or not. It might take a... Oh, yep. That's smart. Thomas Fryer is from New Zealand again. Hello. All right. Well, I'll let somebody in the chat tell me if just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know if it's working. Thomas Fryer, good to see you. Good, all the way from New Zealand again. What time is it in New Zealand right now? I think I probably ask this every single time, but I'm curious. Well, gentlemen, I am going to also. Justin, do you mind if I put your video on the in my video? Would you rather I didn't put you on the stream? Okay. Let's put him on. Let's put him on a screen then. Let's do that. Let's uh, window capture. Add source. Add new source instead. Add source. You can't spring, you can't dribble. What do you, what are you good for, Justin, if you can't do that? Ah, it's 4:15. Yeah, what are you doing with your life? All right, well, I'm gonna pop you out of the video here. I think. How do I do that? As pop. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and then we're gonna go back over here, and then we're going to change, guys. 4:15, huh? Wow. Good old 4:15. That's oh man, that'd be nice. That would be nice to be 4:15 right now. I would love that. Of course, it ain't. Okay, there we go. There's a stream room. Can everybody see that? Hopefully, that should be good right there. Okay, okay, nice. All right, so, all right, here's what we're doing. And if you guys want to pop in and say hello and be on the stream too, you know, the only requirements I have, you're 18 and you consent to being on my stream. That way, I just, you know, keep everybody safe. That's my main goal there. All the way from San Diego, California. I know it's probably about 7 o'clock there. 7:20. Awesome. Thank you. All the way from California. Thanks for being here tonight. Yeah, a little bit. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so let's get back into the pass here. Show you all that. So if you're trying to control that pinky break, that's what that is, right? That's what you're doing. And then you want to lift up with your thumb. That way you can get a break above the 2. And this is where the hard part happens, okay? Because you're gonna readjust your grip here. You're gonna get basically I jam my whole pinky down in there. And then what's going to happen is this packet, the top packet, is going to be levered out of the way, while the bottom packet moves up and over this packet, and then everything's reassembled. So I'll show you in slow motion what that looks like. Out of the way, up, down, square. Now, that looks like, okay, well, yeah, that's ridiculous. Is that really, can you get away with that? Absolutely, I just did it. And it looks like this, right? It's just about, it's about being able to do it smoothly without any hesitation and with speed. And the important part about this is not to try to go fast at the beginning, because you will not be able to go fast at the beginning. So don't even try. What you should do at the beginning is just get comfortable with the moves, right? The fluidity, getting your hands to do the thing. After that, speed comes automatically. That's just after your hands know what to do. You're building up muscle memory until you can get to that point. If you guys have any questions, please ask me. And otherwise, we'll continue on to the next thing. Okay, then we'll move on to the next thing. So the riffle pass is a variation on that. Right? So if you wanted to do a riffle pass, you're doing basically the same thing, except you add. Uh, sorry, I had a click bend. Okay. Um, so basically, what you're doing is you just add the little riffle there at the end, or the dribble pass, I guess you would want to call that, to cover the action or the motion. It's just a natural thing for your hands for them to come together and for motion to happen. It's covered in that. And I want to pop back over maybe to this camera so you can see that again. So there's it with a riffle. Yeah, I wish I could, but I can't. Yeah, that's Discord won't let me. I can only use one camera source at a time. Uh, okay. That'll be a little bit trippy, won't it? Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so and thank you, Ed. That's so slick. Thank you very much. But you can do this too, right? And if you need to go back and reference this later, cool, right? I know we have a lot of people here watching, so if you haven't said hello yet, please say hello. I'm excited to talk to you, and I want to answer any questions you guys have about the pass and try to give you as much tips. I've been doing it for about 20 years, and I use it almost every time I perform with cards. Had a lot of time to practice it. Again, not Xavier Spade levels of insanity, but I think you can agree it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So, yes. You can also do this as a kind of a dribble. This is something that I'll do, right? Which a dribble would be done like that, which is one of the smoothest ways, I think. If you already do dribbles in your act, then you can add this. Part of the thing is camouflage, right? Because if you're doing it and then all of a sudden, like the only time you do only time you dribble cards or do a riffle is when you're doing a pass, then it's going to look weird. But if you're already kind of gently playing with the cards or collecting cards and doing that, and that's just part of your natural way you're handling them, then that's what you want to do, right? Because then you're going to have it looks completely natural and it'll fly by the radar. I dropped a card somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's Mario. It's me. It's me, Mario. Princesses. Sorry, Mario, but the princess is in another castle. Well, can you tell me exactly which one so I don't have to go through 7 other levels to find out? Just tell me now, right? You know? Unless I keep moving them around. I mean, they could be we keep moving around to the different castles. Well, I think he was just the best for that. I like that shirt too. Thank you. So, a dribble pass, right? Dribble pass is kind of the same thing, right? It's kind of like a riffle or anything else, right? It just adds more motion to the action so that it disguises what your hands are really doing. The tell doesn't look like a tell because if you already dribble cards, then to add a pass to it doesn't look any different, right? And somehow it's like on top, right? So it's a wonderful way to do it. You notice I'm also doing a couple of other things here. Some other ways to replace the card. You can also do it like this, where you place the card into the top of the deck, and then you square it like that. And since it's going in at an angle, you can push it down and to the right. It juts out the side. Your pinky can get on top or underneath it, depending if you want it to go to the top or bottom. And then there's that, right? You can also do it another way, which is really cool, which is if they replace the card, like, oh, I want to stick with the 2 so we're consistent here, okay? So let's say replace the card like that. You can also keep track of the card in another cool way, which is to get a break without getting a pinky break. You can either dribble the cards on top to like bury their card into the middle of the deck, and then you see I've just started the dribble further back and then move forward as I dribble. So that way that place is marked again, and all I have to do is lift up all of the cards, the bottommost of that mess, and then square everything up. and I got a break, right? So now I got a break again right above the 2 of hearts. Or you can also just drop the packet on top like that, and the friction of the cards as they land will cause that to happen automatically too, and then you can just square it up. You can also do it as a spin, lots of different stuff. But I want to know what you guys want to see. Let me pop back over here. I will show you a turnover pass. That's a pretty helpful thing. Now this is a pass that's done from above or with people looking down at your hands like this. It's a cool way to control the card again. So let's say we have the 2 placed in the middle, and you go, look, we're just going to turn the cards over like this, back over like this, and it's back on the bottom. Right, pretty helpful. Of course, you can do that with the top as well if you want. You can leave the, like say, woo! You got the AFK. So we got the 2 of hearts, again, like this. And then to execute the pass, again, really it should be like viewed top down. I got a lot of glare from my light, but it's the same thing. It's the like that. Okay, and let me pop back over here to this camera so you can kind of see how that works, because the mechanics are slightly different. Slightly different. So let's say you've got that break again. Square the break. And then now let's say you've got, where is that? There it is, the 2 of hearts, right? So this is slightly different, because what you're going to do is you're going to lift up the top packet and push the bottom packet down and to the right as your right index finger grabs the bottom packet and rotates it. So the effect on at speed is this. And then it's on top. Very handy. Now, just doing it just like that, I don't know. It feels like there's a little bit too much that can flash there for me personally. So the way I like to do it is I like to do it while I'm like squaring the cards on the table. And that would look something like this. You can also square it on your knee, something like that, if you don't want to have your 2 hands come together and do one of these. If you're not trying to flourish while you're performing, maybe you're, you know, in a card cheating scenario, which I don't endorse card cheating, and you should definitely not. But if we're teaching this for entertainment purposes, or you're doing a gambling routine and you don't want to do any flourishes, you might want to do something, a much more natural move, which my arm is impeded by this camera here, so I want to move this off the side. And that would just look like this. All right, and you got the worst angle. You wouldn't be looking straight down on top of me from this angle. You'd be looking more like from here, right? So we could look like, say the 2 goes in, just square it on the table, and it's back on top. Handy. So that's kind of my demonstration of the pass in a little bit more of a long form version. That's 30 minutes, nearly, of talking about the pass, but it's a very, very handy move. I use it constantly, and yeah, it does take some work, but I think it's well worth it. You can also do stuff where, of course, if somebody cuts the deck, you can completely uncut a deck of cards. It could be handy too for a lot of things. So there's that. I posted a video on this I think probably about a year ago now, on the Classic Pass, but I didn't get to do a long form. I had to try to make it fit within the box of YouTube of like about 10 minutes or something, so couldn't talk about it too much at length. I wanted to go over it again, and I would love if you guys are into workshopping it with me, if you want to ask anything, or if there's anything I can answer for you, I would really love to be able to do that for you. It's a tough move. It's a tough move. It's the first thing that I think a lot of people, when they get serious about card magic, it's like one of the first things they try to learn to get like past the self-working tricks, and they want to do like something that's heavy sleight of hand. Probably after the double lift, I would say. The double lift is probably the first, and a double undercut. But when you want to like, I'm going to learn the hard card moves, I think the pass is probably that that thing for a lot of people. So, woo! I want to take a look at yours here and see if can I open your can I expand your window a little bit? Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Yeah. Cool. I'll just pop over. Can I? Oh, now I'm over here. So show me your pass, Justin. Yeah, and that's because it's such a smooth way of doing it, right? Divernon, yeah. Now, there's something I want to point out as I'm watching you, if you don't mind. It seems like when you're about to do the pass, there's a little bit of a tell. You tend to move your elbow out to the side and then do the pass. Might just be the limiting factor of your desk and all of that, but yeah, that looks a lot better, a lot better. Okay. Well, now you're on you're on the spotlight. Poor guy. Ow. Oh God, don't say that. I'm like 20 years older than you. Oh, um, I'm wise. Yeah, yep. I can tell the wise and the gray hairs coming out of the beard. Yep. Oh yeah. If I had hair on my head still, I bet that'd be great too. I got this gray patch on my arm right here. I hate it. I hate it. I'm old. Anyway, yes, there's something else I failed to mention, which I'd like to mention too, and I'm gonna shrink you, Justin. I'm gonna do a little shrinky shrink. Whoop. I'll show you guys can watch him doing his sweet cardistry moves in the corner if you don't want to listen to me. But here's another thing that you might want to consider too. Let's see if I can I make that thingy go? Can I thingy? Will it let me thingy? Ah, it's choking. It's choking on me. All right, we'll go down. We'll go down to this one. It doesn't want to miss. Ah, look at that. Sorry, everybody. You don't want to see that. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. And oh gosh, what was I gonna say? I had a thing I was gonna tell you. Another way to keep it invisible, because if you're just wanting to do a classic pass or something, this is something that I actually learned originally. I have to give credit where it's due. Believe it or not, Brad Christian from the Ninja series, he talks about this. He released it for free recently to celebrate, I guess, 20 years of being at of Illusionist being in business. But what he would do is he would bring the cards up like this. You do like a little. Now that looks like crap whenever you do it like that, because again you're looking at it at not a good angle. But if you're doing this kind of thing here, again that larger action covering the small, when you bring it up and then bring it back down, you do have a bit of a cover there. If you notice that, so here to here, doesn't look like anything happened, but I was able to cut to the deck in that second. You could also do. I'll show you that with the card there. Of course, you don't want to just like wind up and like that. This is done in, context. You're not going to just do the pass like this. That looks like crap. That's going to be a huge tell. But you do want to if you're doing it, you want to be like, oh yeah, so you put the card, what about, probably about, I don't know, what is that, 30 cards down, something like that. Anyway, we're going to, and then you can get into it like that, right? So just as you're talking and gesturing and stuff, you can get away with that. Let's find that 2 of hearts. Yeah, yeah, you got it. Here, let's see if I can, I want to blow you up so everybody can see that. Again, if you guys want to join the Discord, you want to come on and talk, or if you have any questions, please feel free to pop in. That's what this is all about. So, the dreaded pass. Oh, he's a coin guy. So I'm gonna say, you know what coin move moves I fear the most are coin moves where you have to like grip the coin in your wrist. Those are the bull crap ones. You don't even use your fingers for that. You can't even call it sleight of hand. You have to call it sleight of wrist. Yeah, AMS is a beast when it comes to coin magic. If you guys don't know, he's incredible. I invite you guys, to anybody who's watching and you're not a part of the Discord yet, join the Discord, and he's posted some of the videos of him performing and stuff. You guys got to see them; they're gorgeous. So, and I encourage him to do more because they're excellent coin work, super technical. Okay, so one more a little bonus I'll show you here, and I'm gonna Justin again. I'm gonna shrink you. Shrinky. Okay. Little shrinky in the corner. Oh, you're gonna do a thing? I'm gonna watch you do the thing. Oh, almost. That'll be next week. So we'll talk about the that next week. All right. So, all right. Justin's trying to do is he's trying to do this kind of guy right here. Oh, what? Okay. So, all right. There's the 2 hearts there, and I'll show you one other thing. Something you might want to play with. I don't use it. I'm not a big fan of it. Some people really like it. That's their standard way of doing it. But for certain angles, having a top card cover while you do the pass can be helpful. Okay, let me show you that. So let's say the card's in the middle there. Are you going to keep a break on it? You can do a top card cover like this. So that's just the card angled like that. Or maybe it'd be better if I came down to this other camera here. Maybe that would be helpful. Bink. There we go. And, all right, so now you got this top card cover right here. So you can have this there, and then do the pass under the cover of the top card. So yeah, you're second from the top, but maybe you want that. Maybe you want a card above whatever you're doing if you want to get into like a double lift or something. Okay, so you get the break just like you would before. You kick, as you're grabbing the deck, you kick over this top card so it looks like the top of the deck. You do the pass underneath the cover card, and then you've got the pass card second from the top. That's a really handy move. Let me see if I can show you. Certain circumstances, you might want to do that again if you're trying to get... Oh, man, not a lot of people have. I'm Xavier Spade the second. Oh, look at that. I'm just changing his life right here. Changing his life. So now you've got a very, very little movement pass. Especially if you're viewed from the top there. Nobody sees jack, right? So 2 hearts in the middle. Again, this is just the top card. It's not the top stock. And they do the pass under guise of that top card. Hardly anything looks like it moves. And you've got a card second from the top if you want to do a double lift or something like that. Pretty dang useful. So play with that. Top card cover pass. I wanted to show that because I thought that might be useful for the futures. So it says punting puppies. I think he's saying that in response to AMS saying I'm a coin guy, but I do everything that excites me. I hope punting puppies doesn't excite you. That sounds terrible. Don't do that. um, cool. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, this is where it's at because I think we're already 36 minutes into the stream. I'll tell you at the 1 hour mark, if not a little bit before, I'm gonna be calling it a night. I've been a very busy bee today, and I had to skip dinner before I did my stream, so I've got potato soup in me from like 11 o'clock, and that's all I've eaten. So I'm hungry. Oh, sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's show you my double lift. Okay. Here is my double lift. It's called the 50 card pickup with a half drop. All right. Oh my gosh, it's the best double lift. Okay. AMS says I appreciate the compliment. Coin magic is the most demanding field. I don't see many people do that stuff like that. A lot of people fear hardcore stuff. I just keep practicing, and it shows. You do an excellent job. Excellent job. Okay. So, all right, I'll show you. I'll show you my double lift. I've got a couple that I use depending on the situation, of course. If I got something in my other hand, like a mouse, that's my double lift. If I am, that's just a one-handed double lift. It's called the D'Amico double lift. Really handy in certain situations. D'Amico. Yeah. And I think I have a full tutorial on this. Patrons get get exclusive, more advanced magic tutorials, so I have it on there. So I can't teach it here, but for as little as $1 a month, you can become a patron and get access to me 24/7, 365. You call me with your car broken down, I'll come get you. Okay, that's a hyperbole. Yeah, yeah. Patrons agree. Patrons agree. Magic Minute is the place to be. Hey, Arthur Fonzarelli. So the other double lift. I think probably the one I use the most is probably just a turnover like that, just a double turnover. I don't do anything fancy because I don't want to draw attention to it. I'm not a cardist. You guys got to remember. I mean, if you're gonna do something, if I'm trying to shine somebody on and I'm doing something fancy, I might do like from the corner like that because that's a little bit elegant. That's a little bit more elegant and a little bit more flashy, but um, still not too showy. It's just like, oh yeah, he knows the deck of cards. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, we lost Justin. Oh, there he is. He's giving you a hard time. Whoop. Oh, look at you. Ah. Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You perform the way you want to perform. There's nothing wrong with that. called the swinging bob. I don't know what it's called. But again, like, yeah, where would you? I mean, does that look like a normal way to? I mean, you want to. I like Di Vernon's thoughts on this, which was, handle the cards well but simply, right? Um, it's yeah, you want to. It's okay to show that you handle the deck of cards and that you can be elegant with them, but like to be overly flashy. My fear is always, they're thinking that my hands are fast, and then that I am doing sleight of hand. If you want to give the impression of magic, it should look like you're doing nothing, right? So. Yeah, okay, AMS just echoed that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Cool. Yeah, you do. Oh yeah, look, Five Faces of Sybil, right? It's like, oh okay, yeah, but he could do it anything he wants. Yep. Yeah, I think everybody's got a little bit of that, especially if they're into cards. I think there's so many different expressions that can be done with them that it's cool. And I watch card history and I'm like, man, that's gorgeous, but I can't do it. Nah, I'll do a pass. That's ridiculous. How do you do that? Yeah. I mean, hell, if you're good enough at it, and you just do it as a color change. No, it's not on. So I can't tell what you're saying. All right, show us again. Let me blow you up a little bit. Let me blow you up. No. Yeah, never. Yeah, my ears start ringing after a while. Actually, those things can get very loud. There's also a lot of drinking that tends to happen at corporate events. Not for me, but everyone else. I've had the experience. I don't know if anybody else has had this, and I want to hear in the chat if anybody's got any experience with this. But performing for somebody, and they get so into what you're doing, and so they're so impressed, and everything's just amazing. That at some point, I mean, you could scratch your butt, and they'd be like, "Whoa!" And you're like, "I didn't do anything," but all right, cool. I, uh, oh man, I get that with full grown adult. I don't know if it's because of you know, the mood altering substances that they imbibe. But yeah, I don't know. But just don't bite your nails after. Yeah, yeah, I would. I met a plumber one time when I was performing. I was like, "What do you do for a living?" He's like, "I'm a plumber." I was like, "That's cool. What's that like?" He's like, "I don't bite my nails." And I was like, "Cool." That has happened to me. Okay, Amos is saying that yeah, that's happened to him many times. Okay, great. See, okay, it's nice to know that that's like a. I don't understand why it's a thing. I guess people are so used to being excited that it feels like when you do something that you just can push a button and they go, "Whoa, it's amazing." They're just so into it. Yeah, that's exactly the thing. And I don't I haven't spent enough time like examining what makes that from a psychological perspective. I haven't invested the time to think about it, but I'm very curious to see why that happens. Maybe they're just conditioned to be impressed and be impressed and be impressed that you look at this. What? How do you do it? It's a miracle. I don't know. Ooh. Yeah. It was a magic school. Yeah. Yeah. I can actually, if anybody knows, Magic School Bus. No, not Magic School Bus. Magic Camp. Magic Camp on Disney Plus. Oh, a group of misfit campers help a down on his luck magician rediscover his love of magic. I have not seen it. That is cool. What about that guy that acts like Jack Black? It's what's his name? Chris. No, no, the guy who plays Star Lord. Yeah, Chris Pratt. There you go. I read. I can't remember who mentioned it. It might have been somebody on this channel who said that basically Jack Black could do any movie that that Chris Pratt did and do it better. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, Jack Black could fill just about any role that Chris Pratt has been in, and do it better. So I'm like, oh my god, yeah, Chris, yeah, I can see it. He'd be a good Star Lord. He'd be like, mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to talk about movies, join the Discord. We have a spot for that now. All right. Well, gentle sirs and ladies, if you're watching, I think that we're gonna call this a wrap tonight. I gotta go get some food. I'm very hungry. I might pop on later, depending on how late my wife wants to be up. I might pop on and Twitch stream, play some video games if you guys are into that. If you join the Discord, you get notifications whenever I go live, and that'd be really cool. I would love to see you over there and hang out with you. I got to play with Mental Crash yesterday. We got to play some Call of Duty Warzone. It was a great time. Quoi? Is that Mr. J. Palmer? All right, folks. Well, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Go get some food, but join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch. Like the video, please. I'm fighting the YouTube algorithm. I'm this close, ladies and gentlemen, this close to becoming monetized on this channel. And
have a good live stream.
I have. Let me find out exactly. I can find it. I can tell you to the exact. Let's do that. I'm gonna do it. I need 4,000 watch hours, and I have that would be important to tell. Let me pull this up. Oh, it changes every day. Okay. Amen. Amen. Yep. Yes it is. It's work. It's not a joke. Okay, so I have 4,000. I need at least 1,000. If you don't know about this, about to get into the partner program, if you monetize and all that kind of stuff, you need at least 1,000 subscribers. I am very fortunate and blown away to have 4,250 right now, and you also need 4,000 watch hours. That means how many people have watched in a year, not a calendar year, but in a year from whatever day you're measuring. 4,000 watch hours. And right now, of the 4,000, I have 3,765. I'm like a month and a half to 2 months away from being monetized. Faster. Oh, yeah. Well, I can't ask you to do that. That would be against YouTube's policy. Nope. I didn't. So, but I'm very close to being monetized, and there's also some other really cool perks that come with monetization. There's channel subscriptions. There's applaud buttons, which I'm hoping that I'll be able to ask for, which is a cool way to help monetize the channel. With the applaud. If you guys don't know about that, the applaud button, you can hit it, and so you get the like and dislike button. Then you also have applaud, which means that you can, if you really like a video or got a lot of value out of it, you can leave the creator a $2 tip, right? Which is cool. I came across it on a channel last night for in the real world, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is really cool. That's a they've been talking about it since February of last year, but apparently it's starting to roll out for certain channels and should come out more. But you have to be monetized first, so I want to get monetized, whitelist that, and then see if I can get it on a whitelist for that, and then. But yeah, so that'll help bring some more funds in the channel, because things I want to do, I want to be able to do more giveaways. I want to be able to review more products for you guys. So that Patreon, all that kind of stuff, that helps fund the channel, improve it, and also get me some money to get these things to try out for you guys. So if you guys have effects you want reviewed, because nobody sends me any review copies, anything yet. Illusionist, Theory 11, calling y'all out. Contacted both of y'all. That's all right. Yeah, well, Penguin's cool, but I don't know if they. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know if they would send me anything. Maybe they would. I want review stuff. If anybody has a connection, like, I don't have infinite buckets of deep pockets. Is that who is that? Is it who is that? It used to be, who was it? It used to be, God, what was the name of that guy? It was Jason something or something. Yeah, Brumbelow, Jason Brumbelow. Yeah, that was a while ago. I used to know Jason. I called him and said, hey man, Jason, hooked me up with some cards to review and some other stuff, and he sent me some stuff. But that was a different time. And this channel was different too. I was actually I was already monetized at that point, so I was a partner. Yeah, but yes, okay. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'll see if I can hop on Twitch later. Again, follow me in the Discord if you guys want to hang out and chat more than once a week with me, including getting on sessions and stuff, and hanging out and workshopping things. Knowing whenever I'm doing Twitch, all that kind of stuff. So, thank you guys. Justin, thank you for being here. Eat your vegetables. Go to bed on time. All right. Thank you for being here. Jay Palmer was here earlier. Thank you, Jay Palmer. Mental Crash is here. What's up? AMS. all the people. We had some people come up earlier. We had, I think it was Thomas Fryer and Zombie and Don. You guys were here. That's awesome. Thank you for being here tonight. And I look forward to seeing you all real soon. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you liked it. And then also leave a comment down below. That also really helps trigger that algorithm there. The more comments and likes that I get on a video, the more interaction they call it, the further this video goes and the more people it's recommended to. So please, if you got some value out of it, you think other people would too, learn some stuff about the past, please share it. Thank you. See you guys later. Happy Friday. No harmful or dangerous acts.